This is poor man's Coogan Cassius here with the one and only Erick the Eagle Ochieng, soon to be British light middleweight champion on Saturday night, the greatest smile in British boxing. How are we feeling, Erick?
I'm feeling great. I'm in the great shape of my life. Training's gone well. Everything is great. Thank you for this opportunity. This is a great opportunity, and I'm looking to make the most of it. You know, this is my time to win. Wait for a long time, but I'm glad the time is here now. It's time to make history.
When we look about when we hooked up, I think the first fight was a 6-rounder at York Hall. Then you fought Nick Quigley in that brilliant fight for the English title. Then you travelled around. You boxed on a lot of big bills. People don't know that about you. You boxed on, I think, Froch against, the Froch bill, and I think on the Kell Brook bill. You boxed in London at Alexandra Palace. I know we've ticked over the last couple of fights because we've been waiting for this shot, but do you think that's going to work in your favour? Being around the big fights, big arenas. This isn't a huge arena, but I don't think you'll be overawed in the slightest. I think you'll be very calm. And I always say to our fighters that those kind of experiences that you've had in the past will put you in great stead in these kind of situations.
Absolutely, you're right. And I'm saying, being on those big venues, you're able to have that experience. So when you're reaching this level like myself to fight, for higher title, big title than I was boxing for, you're able to contain yourself and to perform because you're being to bigger venue. You know what I'm saying? I think Carl Froch was about, how many thousand? 10,000. So imagine that kind of crowd, and obviously it's different crowd than it was in Carl Froch. So yeah, I'm here to win, and I'm motivated. As I said, I'm a history maker. I'm a giant killer. I'm a record breaker, and that's what I come to do.
All rolled into one.
All rolled into one. Absolutely. Man, you're stealing my words. Yeah, that's what I come to do. And you know what I'm saying? I've got the great team around me. Obviously, best coach in the business, Brian Lawrence. Best team. I want to thank my sponsors, Glenn Shaw and Addison Lee, BoxFit, and all my supporters who are coming down, and those who will be watching live on Sky. It's a great time. It's a great time, and it couldn't be a better time like this. I believe I'm born for such a time as this. And of course, we're making history. It's 50 years of Kenya independence, and I'll be the first Kenyan born to win the British title. And yeah, it's about making history.
I know a lot about you. You come across like a lovely fella. You got a lovely smile. What brought you into boxing? I know. Listen, I'm not going to go into it, but you were a little bit of a naughty boy in the past. But I'm always fascinated because I believe boxing is a leveller. I believe boxing can take people out of bad things within the community, and that's why I'm quite an active supporter of boxing in the community. Right. How did you get into boxing with your background, and what made you turn to boxing from what you were doing, which we won't go into? But on a serious note, right. I'm fascinated to know.
Wow, it's a story. Obviously, I used to be in the street. Look at me the wrong way. Fight kicks out. I used to steal motorbike, pedal bikes. I was working with knife, and I used to smoke weed, cigarette, and when I told people, they can't believe it. Like, what? Me. Boxing, of course, my faith in Christ Jesus, and obviously boxing helped transform my life. That
faith, and I don't talk. I mean, that's religion is people's. Right. That faith come about through what? You a dead end? You needed something to draw you away or give you inspiration in other areas, or?
There's one time I was living in Tottenham, and we got arrested because I was stealing motorbike, pedal bike. Me and my friend, we stole a motorbike. His name was Kenwell, and we had a motorbike.
Don't grass him out.
He's all right. I haven't seen for years, but anyway, sorry, Kenwell. We had the motorbike for two weeks, and we got arrested, and we had to go Crown Court, Wood Green, and where I was staying, I was staying in a foster home at that time because I was so bad, and I got kicked out from I ended up moving to foster home because I was so coming late, getting arrested. So I was in a foster home, and actually the owner of that foster home, she was a minister, and she encouraged me to go to church. So I just went to church, just for because I was invited, and people there was encouraging me, wherever you go through, God can help you. I was like, yeah, is that real? I said, okay, let me try it. So I prayed. I remember I prayed, and I said, God, if you're real, I need your help, because I was gonna get 5 years because that was armed robbery. And I prayed, and I believe that God had me. When we went to control Wood Green, and the judge look at us, look at our case, and say, okay, I'm gonna give you a second chance. I was like, from there I quit the Bible life, start going to, going to church, and that's the time I I was into boxing, getting into boxing as well. So it was a process, you know what I'm saying, boxing and my faith. So, and obviously I was going to church and reading my Bible and understanding God is a God of second chance, but not just second chance, but many chances. Well, my friend, if you go away, you know, went back and do the same thing. Well, the judge say, if I see your face in court, you are gonna lock you up. You know, I prayed for my friend before he went to court, and he got let off. And you know what I'm saying? So, and he got let off, and he went back, and he got arrested again, and he been in and out of prison. So I look around my life, I realize, wow, it wasn't for my faith in Jesus Christ, and of course, boxing helped me turn around. I would have been locked up, career washed up. So so that kind of helped me. Boxing helped me. Because when I was coming straight from school, I used to go straight to training, so I didn't have time to hang around with my friends, get in trouble, have nothing to do. So I straight from school, I go to training, but straight from college, I go to the gym. And after I'm tired, I just want to sleep, and that was my routine. And I found, wow, I enjoy this. I enjoy the sport. And actually, one thing I remember before I had my first amateur fight, I saw myself, because I kept saying I'm a world champion. You know,
you just don't know it.
Yeah, I'm just. It's not that I'm going to become a world champion. The matter of fact is, I'm already a world champion. The people don't know yet. And the reason why I say that, because I have a vision of myself. I saw myself becoming a world champion before I had my first amateur fight. So you can't help me but be confident. I'm just confident because I know where I'm going, and that's before I had my first amateur fight. So I always knew where I'm going to end up.
This is an important message, in my opinion, and a story to tell, because I think you represent hope for people, and you can be an inspiration to these people much more than a lot of people. What is it about young kids today? Is it the buzz of trouble? Is it the buzz of a pound note? Is it that there's no other opportunities out there? Is it just the misunderstood? You know, why were you like that? And what can we do? What is making people like this? It's all very well saying, Let's get them into boxing. This is a tough job. You can't just go into every town, every street and start taking people down a boxing club. What is it that young people... Is it just a case of growing up and understanding what life's all about? Or you need the guidance? Or
I mean, for one, young people need to...
Why were you a bad man?
You know what? I tried to fit in. You know what I'm saying? As I say, coming from Kenya, 11 years old, coming from Kenya, Nairobi, that's the biggest city, the capital, and then coming to UK, boom, culture shock. I was like, okay, I want to be like my friends. It's like I got caught up in the wrong crowd. I saw, most of my friends were, getting rude to their parents and, doing that, coming back home late. I tried mine, never worked. But I wanted to be like, that peer pressure. It was the peer pressure again, the peer pressure, want to be like my friend. And, I got caught up in the wrong crowd. And so young people, they need to understand, you have to have a vision, you have to know what you want. If you don't know what you want, you're never going to get it. And you got to realize life is all about choice, the choice you make. I'm here today because of the choice been made for me, and the choice I've made. You're where you were because of the choice you made. You didn't get it by mistake. I didn't get it by mistake. So young people have to understand choices. If you walk around with 4 fools before you realize you'll be the 5th one. They call me an eagle. You see, an eagle is an awesome bird. If an eagle, they say an eagle fly 50 feet high in the sky. If an eagle meets any other bird, it can't be a chicken, it can't be a duck. So in life, if you wanna go somewhere, you gotta go. You gotta surround yourself with the right people. You know what I'm saying? The right influence. And that's the young people need to see. They need to have another perspective of themselves. You become what you see of yourself. Because I used to have thoughts like, no one cares about me, I'll never amount to anything. And there's a passage I read say, as a man think, so you become what you think. What you think about, you bring about. Your thoughts, if you don't want to go somewhere, don't think about it. Where the mind goes, the man follow. So it's all young people to understand, to change their mind. You can never change your life unless you change your way of thinking. So is a compound. I won't say it's the same thing for every young people, but everyone is dealing with the battle of the mind. The battle is in the mind. Is how you think. You know what I'm saying? It's how you think of yourself. If you think you're a waste man, before you realize you're gonna act like one, become one. If you think you ain't gonna amount to anything, because I used to think those kind of thoughts of myself, that no one likes me, this never amount to anything. But I want to start changing my mind. I start realizing, yeah, I can achieve something. You know what? I have skills. I have talent. You know what I'm saying? So it's changing the mind. You can't change unless you change your mind. And young people need to understand that. And you know, I haven't been born with a golden spoon in my mouth, and I thank God for that, because I'm more angry. I'm determined. I'm determined because, man, I'm getting emotional.
This is deep. This is deep. Listen, this is no good before fight night. We've got another couple of days to chill out. But this is an important message. And this is what makes your victory so special on Saturday night.
Yeah.
You come a long way, and you deserve this opportunity.
Yeah.
And I believe you're going to take it. So Saturday night, live on Sky Sports 1. Oh, man. Well, out a little bit. Live on Sky Sports 1, 9 p.m. Erick the Eagle against Liam Smith, the British title. It's a great story. It's a great journey. It's time to do the business.
Absolutely. Thank you.